with Down syndrome, it's super frustrating because you have this child and none of the doctors can tell you anything. They can't tell you if she's going to walk or talk or communicate. They can't tell you if she's going to have to live with you forever or if she's ever going to fall in love. There's so many things that are unknown, and doctors constantly are talking about this spectrum. Where she'll fall on this spectrum. And I remember just being so frustrated anytime they use that word. And it was one afternoon, it was after a really frustrating appointment, and Pip was maybe only, I don't know, a couple months old at this point, and I met my husband for lunch, and that never happens. I can probably count on my hand how many times it's happened since we've had children. But I met him for lunch, and this is a moment that I truly believe was destined just for us. We had lunch. I could have easily had another glass of wine. My husband could have had more coffee. We could have walked a different direction. We could have picked a different restaurant. But for some reason, we decided to go walk by the water. And I remember walking, and we were talking about the appointment, and I was getting really upset. And all of a sudden, about 12 young adults, all with Down syndrome, kind of were surrounding us, and we were all of a sudden involved in this group that was walking towards this bandstand, and music started. And I remember standing there and holding my husband's hand so tightly as I was wearing our little girl. And I remember looking over at all the people and just seeing such joy. And I remember thinking, it didn't matter if Pippi was the little girl who was singing, making up her own words, or if she was the man wearing the top hat winking at me. It didn't matter if, she was the man in the corner tapping his feet, not wanting to talk to anyone, or if she was the girl trying to get up on stage. That spectrum all of a sudden didn't matter. And by simply just changing my perspective, it made all the difference in the world.